So I want to talk about some casting news that totally flew under my radar until today when they announced the new casting for Netflix for the for probably my most anticipated of the Netflix shows, Punisher. Yeah, I am really excited for Iron Fist, but yeah, when they said we're finally doing a Punisher Netflix show, I was like, thank you. But yeah, that's the one thing. Even more than Defenders, I'm more excited for this. And I know tons of people are probably this is their most excited for list. This is their most excited. This is the most hyped they are for out of the stuff from even more so than Iron Fist and Defenders, because this is the one thing we've always wanted. This is something, a dark and gritty Punisher TV series on Netflix. Yeah, totally in for it. And yeah, the track record for the Marvel TV shows has been awesome. So I'm really looking forward to what they have in store for Punisher. And since we have Stephen Lightfoot, the showrunner, who was the main writer and I think showrunner for Hannibal. I didn't watch Hannibal, sorry. I think this is going to be cool. I think I would have gone with the guy who did Sons of Anarchy. Personally, I would have gone with what's his name. Now it's killing me because I had it just in my head and I totally lost my train of thought. Kurt Sutter, that's it. Yeah, Kurt Sutter. Sorry, I literally had to look it up. But yeah, and it's kind of funny because Kurt Sutter did have a penned Punisher script for a movie, but they didn't use it. So if anything, I kind of wanted Kurt Sutter to be the showrunner for a Punisher TV show, because that just makes sense. The guy who did Sons of Anarchy and tons of crime TV shows, and the dude's good on gore. So yeah, I would have picked him. But Stephen Lightfoot's a good pick. I like it. I like it. Anyway, let's talk about some casting, guys. Yeah, let's talk about some casting. Of course, we know John Bernthal will be in here, and for those who are not aware, Karen Page will be in the show. Deborah Ann Woll will be in the show as Karen Page. It's nice to see this universe, this smaller Netflix little street-level universe is really expanding, and it's cool to see her in here. As Karen Page, because they had the most screen time together. So I'm really curious to see how this all goes down. Anyway, let's talk about the casting for the main villain, which is someone I called right out the gate. Like this is how you would do this. We are getting Jigsaw in the show. Yes, we are getting Jigsaw, and he's being played by Ben Barnes. Now, Ben Barnes is not an actor I'm really familiar with. Most of you guys would probably know him best. I had to look it up on his filmography page. The best thing he's known for is he played Prince Caspian in the two other Chronicles of Narnia films. And he also was he was apparently Dorian Gray. He was also the main actor in Seventh Son. He's also a very handsome actor. He's a very handsome young actor. And a lot of people are complaining, oh, he's too handsome and too young to play Jigsaw. To which I respond with, you do know that Billy Russo's name was the Butte, right? Because that was his whole thing. Before Frank Castle fucked up his face, Jigsaw was this very handsome guy, hence Billy the Butte Russo. So Billy was this very handsome gangster. He's very vain, and then Punisher came along, destroyed his face in multiple incarnations. I personally like the Warzone version myself, where he puts him in the grinder. He just puts him in that trash grinder, and he just slices up his face. And originally in Punisher Year One, he took a grenade to the face. But Jigsaw, that's the whole thing, is that he was Punisher destroyed his face, and that was one of the big things for Jigsaw to be like, oh, I'm gonna kill you now. So, I like that. I like that we're getting a handsome actor to play him. Because again, it follows the comic book, and what I'm thinking of what it's going to be like, and this is how I would do it, and it's probably how it's going to be like, is that what's going to happen is that it's just going to be Billy. He's not going to become Jigsaw till like the end of the first season. And that's probably how it will go for, that's probably how it will go for the most part, is that He'll be this very vain, probably a hitman or probably a captain in his uncle's mob. And what'll happen? He gets his face destroyed, and we'll see Jigsaw in probably the second season or possibly the third. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm kind of thinking how they'll go. Is that he won't become Jigsaw till the very end. I am hoping for other villains to show up, though. I would love to see the Russian in here. I think that would be a great physical opponent for Castle to fight. I think the Russian would be a cool opponent for him. Bushwhacker would also be really cool. But Bushwhacker is an abilities guy, and Punisher's fought abilities guys before. And though you could say that Bushwhacker is more like a he's more like a Daredevil villain, really. But I could see Bushwhacker in here. Another villain you could probably see is, Nuke. We have seen Nuke in here, and the whole shadowy organization. He's still out there from Jessica Jones. And you could have Daredevil in that episode, too, if you bring in Nuke in the Punisher Netflix show. Because, that was a Frank Miller story where Daredevil and Punisher teamed up to fight Nuke. So there you go. I would not put it past them to actually do that, to have this shared cinematic universe thing. So, I think that's a strong possibility that we could use Nuke in, we could see Nuke in the Punisher show. I would say that probably this won't be the other major villains, because Luke Cage clearly showed, and a lot of the Netflix shows, that you can do multiple villains in this series and still keep a very consistently good show out of this. Luke Cage, especially, since it had Diamondback. I guess, I can spoil it by this point, because everyone's seen it by now. They had Diamondback, they had Deborah Millard, and they had Cottonmouth. Why did I have to say Cottonmouth should have been first? But 3 villains right out the gate. And I think, you can, because now you have like literally 13 hours to tell a whole story, literally. But I don't think if they do, because I have a feeling they might bring in the Russian, just to have a physical opponent for Frank, whereas Billy will probably be like the big boss for him. And I could see Billy, like, he's trying to pick up the pieces where Kingpin left off, and now that Cottonmouth's gone, now that, the underworld is very kind of shaky right now, and I could see Billy trying to build himself up as the next Kingpin, then grenade to the face, or taking a blender to the face. It's gonna, however Billy loses his face, it's not gonna be pretty, I'll tell you that right now. It is just in no way going to, it's no way going to be fun for poor Billy. I'll say that right now. Anyway, so I've totally lost my train of thought, because there are other actors that I want to talk about real quick. Ebon Moss Baranch, hope I'm saying that name right, will be playing Micro, who, Micro is kind of like like Punisher's Robin. That's kind of a weird way of saying it. I have no idea who this actor is, but hey, I have total faith in Marvel casting. And Amber Rose Reva, again, I don't know what she's been in, so I have no idea how to gauge the acting, is going to be playing a character called Dinah Magandi, who is a Homeland Security agent hunting Castle. Hopefully she won't be a love interest, because love interests and Punisher just don't mix. But I guess she's tasked with hunting Punisher. I have a feeling that what we're probably going to get out of this season is a lot of the stuff that obviously we're going to get a lot of the Garth Ennis run, and I have a strange feeling that they may look at some of the stuff they did in Greg Pak's run, which is amazing. It's sadly cut off. And I think that's where we're going to get some stuff, too. I have a feeling we may get some of the Greg Pak run, Greg Rucka run, sorry, Greg Rucka. And I think also we're going to get, but mostly it's going to be Garth Ennis stuff, which I'm totally fine of adapting it. I mean, we had a lot of that stuff in Daredevil Season 2 with, that first episode is straight out of Kitchen Irish, that whole story. Anyway, so I'm really liking the cast so far, even though I don't know a lot of them. But hey, Marvel hasn't led to a bad casting yet. Knock on wood here. So yeah, what do you guys? So you guys tell me, what do you guys think of all the casting announcements for Punisher? You guys like it? You guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.